You were aware that DG in Brussels had, as it were, allowed the competition aspect of the bid to go through, because you sent a text message to Mr. Murdoch, great and congrats on Brussels, just Ofcom to go.
Yes.
I mean, would you agree, Mr. Hunt, that that is conveying a somewhat positive view on where the process had reached?
Yes.
Would you have sent that text message of congratulations after 16:58 that afternoon? This is the text, great and congrats on Brussels, just Ofcom to go.
No, I don't think I would have sent that text, but actually I don't think that I had been appointed at 16:58. I think that there was still, I think that it was being mooted as a possible solution then, but I don't think there had been a final decision.
When do you think the final decision was taken?
When the Prime Minister got legal advice that that it would be okay for me to take responsibility for the quasi-judicial process.
Approximately when was it that evening, do you think?
An hour or so later.
So if we move the time forward an hour, I think it's clear you wouldn't have sent that text message to Mr. Murdoch after you had formally acquired responsibility. Is that correct?
Yes.
But doesn't it follow from that answer that this is something that you should have volunteered for consideration by the lawyers as to whether you were the right person?
I don't believe so, because I don't think there's anything substantively different in my text to Mr. Murdoch. It just shows that I was broadly sympathetic to the bid, and that was the issue that was being considered by government lawyers.
Well, to put it bluntly, Mr. Hunt, Dr. Cable had just lost the role through the appearance of bias in one direction. Doesn't it emerge from a fair reading of this text that you shouldn't have acquired the role for the equal and opposite reason?
No, because as I understand it, the point about a quasi-judicial role is not that you acquire a responsibility for a quasi-judicial decision with your brain wiped clean. The point about a quasi-judicial role is that you set aside any views that you have and you decide objectively on the basis of, in this case, media plurality, and not on the policy considerations that have been my preoccupation to that point.